Hello ladies and gentlemen, Kuro has added a few QOLs into 3.1, but at the same time dropped a bomb, their first real spending event since I think the game initially released. So let's get straight into it and talk all about it. Now, the first thing that I didn't bring up here, I actually forgot to, is they have now added the ability for you to target a certain echo set when you do merging. Now, there is a catch, there is a cap of doing this 10 times a week. So after that, you can no longer use the targeted echo merge and you'll have to wait until the next week's reset. It's unfortunate that it comes with a catch, but it's also understandable, to an extent, because everybody would basically never struggle ever again to have, enough echoes for their characters. And I'm sure Kuro sees they see the ecosystem as like a way to keep player retention, right? And that's probably why they make best in slot echo sets for every single new character. So it's semi understandable they didn't go all the way for it, right? Now, the other QOL, which I don't even think was mentioned in the live stream possibly, because I watched it and I'll remember this being showed up, is transducers. These are actually echo substat selectors, right? So you can use one of these with 2 or fewer lock stats, consume 1. You can use 2 of them and lock 3 stats, or you can use 3 of them and lock 4 stats, right? Now, of course, the issue is how rare this may possibly be, and we will get into that in a little bit, right? Last but not least, it says you may choose whether to keep the modification result during the modification. Discarding the result does not refund used transducers. It is pretty similar to the reroll in HSR system, where, for example, no, you always need 3 self-modeling resin to reroll something, right? At least this one technically costs less to a certain extent. However, you also don't reroll as many stats, right? So let's move on. Next, we have the spending event, right? Now that we've gotten the QOL out of the way, we need to get into the spending event. So for you guys to get an understanding of what the top rewards look like, here you go. A free standard 5-star weapon selector is 450 of this currency. 3 echo substat rollers are 680 of this currency. The free selectable 5-star is 980, and then the cosmetics are 1600, right? So if we go over here, the most you can actually get from spending money from like any pack in the game is obviously the $100 pack, and it gives you 648, right? So this does unfortunately mean $100 is not enough to get this 5-star. You need to spend closer to about 140 to 150, and to completely max out this event, you'd probably have to spend about 250. So even these echo substat rerollers, just 3 of them, are costing you about $100. And last but not least, these echo substat rerollers apparently will be purchasable in the pull shop for 30 coral each. Now that's steep, okay? I really wouldn't recommend anybody do that at all. However, if you're a whale, I can see, the possible appeal, right? So that's all I have for you guys. A new mechanic, a new QOL of targeted echo merging. We've got a new substat selector, how much currency you can get for how much money you spend, and as well as how much money you need to spend in order to achieve the rewards. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you all have a great night. Peace out.